What's our spiritual mediums and psychics? I started general reading and someone knocked on the door and came in. So I had to stop and start again. It's now got quite dark, so I've put some extra lights on and I've got some sunbeams now. Well, they're not sunbeams, they're light beams, but they're quite lovely the way they're playing. So this is a reading for the Sagittarius new moon, and it's gonna be a little bit of a bumpy ride, I fear. Your last reading was suggesting that. We've got Mars and Uranus gone into conjunction, and one of them is the root chakra, the earth, your molecules, the other is the crown chakra, your consciousness, and they're pulling, they've got an aspect and they're tugging at each other, and this is leaving the whole of the insides to kind of swing around, swoop around, and do very strange things. So let's see what messages we have for you, and let's hope that we don't get paused this time. Let's see what we've got. Psychics and spiritual mediums. What are we dealing with? What are we dealing with here? I'm just going to try and pull one more card. And it looks like it wants to be that one. So I'm just going to say, this card of love and light, act with care, has come out again. So I started the last version of this reading with act with care. And it was revealing quite an interesting story. So let's see if it's coming up with the same story. It's kind of, yeah, it is. Look, it's about guarding your energy, right? Guard your energy, guardian. So this is not like a warning. This is not like saying, oh, some terrible energy is coming into you. This is really just about understanding that you've got to build a sacred divinity within your space that you work in, so that your molecules, this Mars anger, is grounded, and you have to make sure that you apply the compassion of love and light into the channeling and the messages that you're receiving at the moment. There's two more cards, Open Intuition, 29, and 46, Purification. Okay, so these two cards are talking about how there's a change in the process, there's a change in the energies. This purification, this is emotions flowing and feeding in and purifying, stripping things clear, changing barriers and boundaries. And this open intuition is something which you do all the time, but you need now to start seeking clarification, because the messages that you're going to start receiving are going to be flowing in a different energy format. They're changing. What's changing about them? Let's see if the Shamanic Oracle deck can give us, shed any light on this. Love and Light and Guardian, and then Purification and Open Intuition. Okay, so we've got two cards. Ooh. So we've got the card of the Time Master. La la la! I love the Time Master. It's me. Right, the Time Master is with your Love and Light and Guardian. So this stretching, this conjunct leading towards the eclipse on the 26th of December is changing all the energies. The way in which you've been working, I mean, I've been talking about this with you on and off, I guess, through these messages for a while now. There's nothing we can do, any of us, the energies are shifting. There's a whole new cosmic flow that's coming in, and it's going to be a little bit unsettling. But you've got smoky mirror, so this purification energy that's coming in that you can't do anything about. The clock is ticking now on it as we head towards the eclipse. Okay, so allow your smoky mirror to clear, to purify, to get things out of your soul that don't need to be there anymore. Integrate them into you, understand them, do not fear them. So that's a general overview, but what other message have we got about what's going on for psychic mediums and spiritual mediums? Okay, we've got some big electric energy coming in. So the divine consciousness is picking you out, 4 and 5, which is a 9, 9 is divine. So this divine consciousness has got its finger pointed at you. It's changing, it's bringing about change. What's it bringing? Another big explosion, a kind of union of the soul, eternal union. The union of the soul with a new form of divine consciousness. Okay, don't worry, it's not about having to jump into bed with some strange Jean-Luc Picard lookalike, but it's actually about your divine masculine, divine feminine coming together as one with source. That is your new spiritual Holy Trinity. Okay, so what else do we have from the mystical Shaman deck? That's too many cards. What can you tell them about this change of energy? You tell them, and it's on the floor because it's floored us. It's heart chakra, people. You've got to change your heart chakra. You've got to create a new single heart energy and use this heart energy to connect with divine consciousness. All that you knew from before is wiped clean. Everything is changing now. Everything is changing. So, what other messages do we have in the good tarot about these energies that are coming in? Okay, so we've got the 2 of air and the 3 of water. Okay, so the 2 of air is changing, bringing balance, but tipping the balance over. It's like a pendulum swinging. The pendulum has swung all the way that way, and now the pendulum is beginning to swing the other way. This is the pendulum of the age of Aquarius, the overall very ancient and slow energy that's been flowing, that pendulum. But inside all of that, there are smaller pendulums that affect us in lots of different ways. So there's a sense of purpose being renewed. The 3 of water is about collecting pearls of wisdom in this card. So you're all psychics and spiritual mediums. So this moon, although troublesome, is going to be offering you pearls of wisdom. It's how you discern which are the pearls that you need to take with you and which do not serve you. It also comes with the 8 of Earth. Now this card, the 8 of Earth, is it's Yggdrasil. It's the key. It's the key to unlocking new energetic flows. It's the, you put this card in, you put this combination in, you change things. So to manifest, to use that raw masculine energy that's sort of been over dominating, but has then been kind of repressed recently. It's been repressed because its tendency is to create selfishly, and it needs to start to create in a different way. So I'm going to ask for a little bit more of a clue about what this is to do with. What else do the psychic mediums need to understand about this magician? How do they work with this magician? Too many. How do they work with this magician energy? How do they get these pearls of wisdom and connect? Balance. It's the two of water. So you've got the two of water and the three of water. This is about when your soul is in perfect balance, the divine masculine and divine feminine are working together, then you will create the right energy to understand how to warp time and realities so that you can connect and have this eternal union. I mean, this Two of Cups, this eternal union with divine consciousness. These are all the things that are being promised as you clear your smoky mirror. So I just feel like we need Keepers of the Light cards for you just to end this reading. Keepers of the Light for psychics and spiritual mediums. They're changing the energy flow. The flow of how they receive psychic messages has been shifted. Oh, it's being rattled rapidly. My goodness. It's like there's a lot of energies coming out here. That's too many. I need to ask them focus. I mean, there's 8 cards. No. Please, can you give us some simple focus to the psychics and spiritual mediums on how they approach this transformative energy, the flow in which messages come to them? Please explain. Right, so now we've got 2. Bridget, inner strength, move backwards to wholeness, recognize that you have the power. It's interesting, she's holding a flame over her heart, and this is a new message that seems to be coming through this week. This new single heart chakra that you have to create, you need to light it in your heart but shield it at the same time. This is why we've got Guardian, guard your energy, because you've got to create a sacred space in which to safely put this inner flame that you have into being with divine consciousness. Okay? So you have the inner strength, you have that, but you've got to recognize the patterns. And then you've got Holy Spirit, expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. Miracles occur naturally and Spirit has your back. So the message is that this change of energy is all good, but you've got to not fear this change. I don't understand why you would fear. I'm just going to ask you honestly, why do you keep giving me the message, do not fear? Why would they fear? Why would they fear this, please? What would be the reason? I don't understand why there would be anything to fear. Please explain. Please clarify. One more card, please. Thank you. Why would you fear? You wouldn't fear. Well, you would. It's overwhelming. It's that sense of overwhelming. You've got the King of Earth, the King of Water, and the Ace of Air. So, just hold these 3 up for you. Okay, so, the King of Earth, this is Mars energy pulling at you during this moon, and this is Zen. Sorry, it's that one. Zen. The King of Earth, the Zenness. This King of Water is the zenness of emotions, the emotional flow of the consciousness of Uranus. And this is bringing about a brand new mentality, a brand new psychic energy within you. It's bringing about a change in the flow of energy. You've got to be zen with it. You've got to start working where you act with care. You act with care and guard your energy. You act with care and guard your energy because the energy is changing and you're slightly apprehensive of it, but you need to be zen. You can no longer allow the emotions of other people or their thoughts or things that take place in the world to actually be held in your energy frequency. You have to find a way in which to unlock your energy frequencies. Use this key to keep you clean and safe. Unlock, turn the things you need, take on board the things you need, and release the things that you don't need. Build, this is that, building that wonderful arc between your divine masculine and divine feminine, the two energies, the root on the outside, the molecules, the energy frequency of all your molecules wrapped around you, and inside, diving through, is consciousness filling that space, filling the area in your auric field with a new clarity in which you can allow energies to flow differently. Okay, so I hope that helps you. It's a slightly apprehensive message to you, to trust that these cosmic changes are bringing about a new flow. This new flow's been coming up a lot, and they really do want you to accept the flow, clear your smoky mirror, and step into being much more of your own individual time master, okay? So that you can actually open your heart to all the new miracles that are coming towards you. Wassail!